In this session, let us understand what are meant by pulverized coal that is used in a thermal power plant. So, what is pulverized coal? In pulverizing fuel system, the coal is reduced to fine powder, that is in the form of microns, by the help of grinding mill for a complete combustion. The main purpose of pulverizing coal is to, when I make it in a smaller form, its efficiency will increase. In burning the pulverized coal, the secondary air that is required for a complete combustion will be supplied separately, which means it is not supplied along with the primary air, it has been supplied separately. And for combustion, we know that three T's are required. First T is time, second is temperature, third one is turbulence. So by this the turbulence will be created in the burner, and it will help for a complete combustion. The air required is by the primary air will be, it removes the outer lot moisture, the surface moisture on the coal, and complete air combustion will take place by supplying the secondary air. By this one, the generator efficiency also increases. The sketch shows how from the burner or from the bunker it comes to the feeder, and the burner and feeder plays a important role for the combustion. The pulverized coal firing system is universally adopted more than 10 megawatt power plant, that is meant for large scale power plants. The choice of pulverized fuel system depends on many factors, that depends on coal available, cost of the coal, type of the load, and load factor. Generally, they are not economical for the small capacity thermal plants. The advantages of using pulverized coal are: it is widely used for any grade. Generally, for the low grade coal, which is in a lumpy form, cannot be burned efficiently. So here it can be burned efficiently. The greater surface area means, see, if I got wood and wood husk, the wood husk will be more efficient, though calorific value remains the same than the wood. In similar way, the lumpy coal and pulverized coal may be having the same calorific value, but it burns efficiently, and it behaves like a liquid fuel. So the system is free from clinker. There is no formation of clinker. The combustion control is easy, hence the system gives a fast response to the load changes. It is possible for preheating up to 350 degrees centigrade. So otherwise the ambient air means say 35 degree or 40 degrees centigrade, but if it is heated up to 350, the combustion required time, temperature, turbulence I told. So temperature, that is one of the T, will be successfully achieved. The pulverizing system can be maintained or repaired without affecting the combustion process. It can be used for a high rate heat release. It also reduces the bank loss. Bank loss means for the tea break or for lunch break, when I'm stopping, some losses will occur. That is called as a bank loss. Here in pulverized coal, the bank loss will be very less. No ash handling system is required compared to the lumpy coal. Usually combustion is smokeless. The disadvantages of pulverized system are: the capital cost means the initial cost will be very high. The operation and maintenance costs are also very high, because though as told ash handling system is not required, electrostatic precipitates are required. That's why its cost will be high. And the chances of explosion, because it will be behaving like a liquid, and a liquid fuel is more dangerous than the solid fuel. Gaseous fuel is much more dangerous than the solid fuel. That's why here the explosion will be occurring, and we should take care of it. The storage of powder coal requires a special attention because of its firing hazards. The skilled workers are required for the safe operation of maintenance. Air pollution takes place means the norms of the PCB has to be maintained regularly. The removal of the liquid slag formed from the low fusion temperature ash requires a special handling system. The pulverized fuel system are of two types. First one is called unit system, second one is called as a central or bin system. In the unit system, we have got a coal bunker, feeder and a pulverizing mill, and the feeder and this mill along with one burner, that's why it is called as a single system. We don't have many burner to the furnace from the single feeder. So here unit system is the each burner of the pulverized constituted a unit. It consists of a raw coal bunker, a feeder, pulverizing mill, separator and a burner. In operation, the raw coal is supplied to the bunker where it is crushed and brought to the required size in a micron. The crushed coal is then fed to the pulverizing mill through the feeder at the required rate. Hot gases are passed to the feeder to dry the coal, so it removes the lot moisture or the surface moisture. The dried coal is pulverized in the mill. A separator is provided to separator of its size. The induced fan or ID fan is used to carry the powder coal to the burner. The secondary air, which is separately supplied to meet the complete combustion. The advantages are it is simple in operation and economical than central system. The combustion is controlled directly after pulverizer. Maintenance cost is less and fuel supply to the burner can be controlled easily. The less space required, and the disadvantages are it is a very poor in its variable load. So in a power plant the load will be not be constant, it may be varying, and for that variable load it has to be difficult to handle. The total capacity of the mill must be higher than the central system. The unit system of the fuel burning is a less flexible. It is not flexible to variation. So wear and tear of the fan blade are more occurs because in the same blade I have to have the coal. So that's why the wear and tear will be more. Strict maintenance has to be done, otherwise the life of the mill will be reduced. Let us see what is central system. In the central system, I can have, see, here the coal bunker is there. I have got a feeder, then ID fan, that is induced draft fan, cyclone separator. In the cyclone separator, it varies the size, right? It varies the size and required change in the gravity or centrifuge action. The bigger coal will be goes once again to the pulverizer. The smaller coal will fall on this conveyor and go to the central bunker system. Then from every fan air has been supplied and it goes to the burner. So I can have number of burners in a single system. Only one burner have been shown over here, but I can have one more feeder and I can supply. So in the central or bin system, the central pulverizing system employs a larger capacity of pulverizing and to prepare coal for all burners. Raw coal is sent to the feeder, which is supplied with the hot air for the drying of coal. The dried coal is fed to the pulverizer mill for crushing. The pulverized coal from the pulverizing mill is passed to the cyclone separator. Right, in the cyclone separator, the size, right, because of the centrifuge action, it gets separated. the bigger size coal once again fed back to the mill. The pulverized coal is then transferred from the separator to the central bunker, that is bin, through the conveyor system. The central bin may contain 12 to 24 hour supply of pulverized coal. Here, the pressurized air from the forced draft fan supplies the stored coal to the individual burner. That's why it is called as a bin system. This air not only carries fuel but also acts as a primary air for the combustion of the fuel. The secondary air is separately supplied for a complete combustion. The advantages are the central system is highly flexible, hence can meet quick load changes. So it is better than earlier system, that is a unit system. The burner operation is independent of coal pulverization. So means if a single unit or a single feeder is not done, so it is means pulverization is separate happening and burning system happens separately. It is not dependent on the crushing. The pulverizing mill can be stopped when there is a good stock. So if I am making the pulverizer continuously, so I can give shift to pulverizer, means totally the burner can be independently run. That's why I can work on shift for the pulverizer and burner. The coal size can be controlled efficiently, and comparatively here the power consumption is low. Less labor also required compared to the unit system. The disadvantages are, here we can see the initial expense is high compared, and the space also more. It requires complicated coal handling system. The power consumption will be high. The chances of fire hazard, because you are operating more pulverizers and burner, that's why the hazards will be more. Operation and maintenance costs are high. The dryers are essential since a large amount of coal is handled.